Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Chef Karl from Cooking and Grilling with Karl. Today, we're going to be doing a braised beef shank recipe, better known as Osso Buco, right after this. All right, before we get started with the recipe, let me show you the ingredients we'll be using. As you can see, we got some nice beef shanks right there, and we got some vegetables, some fresh herbs, and some seasonings. All right, got some nice fresh Osso Buco. As you can see, it has the bone in it. That bone marrow is going to get into that sauce, which is going to make it nice and unctuous and very flavorful. All right. One of the things about this is some people call it a poor man's oxtails, even though oxtails at one time was a peasant food, but this has now become the peasant food. All right. So this is a great dish for this time of the year. As you can see, I'm just seasoning it with some salt and pepper. But this is a great dish for this time of the year. It's kind of cold and definitely going to warm you up if you make this, especially with a nice sauce like I'm going to do. All right. So let's get started with this recipe. Like I said, I'm putting down some salt and fresh ground pepper. And then I'm going to be cutting up all my vegetables. Right there, I'm going with some Bear's beef seasoning. That's a local barbecue spot that we have, and I bought some seasoning from them. I think it's going to add some really good flavor to it. But you can add any type of seasoning you want. Lori seasoning, salt, Goya seasoning, or just stick with salt and pepper, and you'll be just fine. All right, y'all, now that I got my beef shanks well seasoned, now I'm going with some all-purpose flour, and I'm just going to season the flour with some salt and pepper as well. And I'm going to make sure that's mixed up nice, and then I'm going to dredge the beef shanks in the flour. Alright, so by dredging the beef shanks in the flour and then pan searing them, it's going to give them a nice crust. It's going to brown them, but it's also going to kind of create a roux, somewhat of a thickening agent in the pan. And it's just my method. Some people might do it different. Some people might not use the flour. If you don't use the flour, you'll be just fine. But if you want your gravy nice and thick, then definitely dredge it in the flour. It's going to, like I said, it's going to create that roux in the pan. And you're not going to have, it's going to keep it from coming out really brothy, and you're not going to have to add any type of thickening agent down the road. All right, just so you know, I did wash all my vegetables with the exception of the onions, and you can cut these as large or as small as you like. It really doesn't make a difference. I just want mine to be really hearty. Alright, to a preheated cast iron pan. You can use any pan that you want, but just make sure it can handle high heat. And I have neutral oil in there that I already brung up, got it really hot. So now I'm going to sear those beef shanks until they brown on each side. And you definitely, in this situation, you definitely don't want to overcrowd the pan. And you're not looking to get a crazy crust, as if you're, pan searing a steak. You just want to kind of brown it. Yeah, basically you just want to create some nice fond in that pan. Fond is the flavor, the bits and pieces that's going to be left by the meat and the flour at the bottom of the pan. That's going to add flavor to your gravy. So now I'm pulling all my beef shanks out. And so now I'm going in with all my vegetables. And here I am going with some fresh herbs, some bay leaves, rosemary, some thyme. And I'm going to saute all my vegetables along with the fresh herbs until, everything gets nice and fragrant. I can smell all the flavors, smell nice aromas coming from it, and get them kind of soft. And so while I'm at it, if you're not a subscriber and so far you like this video, hope you subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps show some love to the channel, supports what I'm doing, and I really appreciate it. Also give a thumbs up to the video, definitely supports the channel as well. Alright, so now I'm going in with some red wine. And so I'm going to let this reduce by half. And by reducing by half, it's just going to make the flavor of the wine much stronger. It's going to lift up all that fond off the bottom of the pan. It's going to braise all those vegetables, the herbs and everything. It's going to just get nice and flavorful. And you can use any type of red wine you want. You can use a cooking wine. You can even use Marsala wine. And if you don't have either or, you can use white wine. It's still going to bring good flavor to it. But if you want to keep everything, consistently, typically red wine goes with beef or veal, and it's just going to be a better flavor overall than white wine. But it's not a deal breaker if you only have white wine. Alright, so now I'm going into a Dutch oven with all my beef shanks. And, like I said at the beginning, this is a braising recipe. So now I just went in with all those vegetables with the red wine, and here I am going in some beef broth. Alright, so now I'm going into a 400-degree oven for about 2 hours.
2 hours later.
Alright, y'all, so it's been about 2 hours. Alright, there you go. The braised beef shank, Osso Buco. I cooked it 2 hours because I wanted it to be, falling off the bone. Alright, so now I'm going to remove those herbs. I'm going to remove the meat. And then I'm going to create I'm just going to kind of doctor up the gravy a little bit. This is just my method. So what I did was I brought it up to a boil so it can kind of reduce down a little bit and thicken up. I didn't have to add no thickening agent to this. And now I'm going into the gravy with some butter beans. This is optional, but this is something I like. I like butter beans in my oxtails. When I go to the West Indian restaurant and get oxtails, it typically has butter beans in the gravy, so that's kind of the flavor I'm trying to duplicate. Also, if you've been following me for any period of time on this channel, you know I finish all my sauces with butter. Alright, now we're doing a plate up. I'm serving this with mashed potatoes. Alright y'all, so we've come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. This is a great recipe for when you have company coming over or this time of the year. Braised beef shank, better known as Osso Buco. Alright, so let me just thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification bell so you get notified when I upload more recipes like this. This is Chef Karl from Cooking and Grilling with Karl. I appreciate every subscriber, and I'll catch you on the next video. God bless. Peace. Alright y'all, we're doing a quick taste test.
How do you like it?
You don't need no knife or anything with this. I mean, you can eat this mug with a spoon. You say